Today is January 31st, 2022. I have spent a bunch of money on headphones and mics, and they don't work for shit. So I guess I'm using, I think it's my camera mic. I'm not even sure what mic I'm using. I hope it sounds okay. I know that all the other outside noises will be combined, but when I put together a video, I can get those out of there. It's super frustrating that I spend a bunch of money on mics and they work for a brief period and then they just quit working, and it's super frustrating, but whatever, it's just the way the world is. So anyway, I this morning got a call for it. This is what happens when I start looking for work, right? I got a call from, of course, a place that I applied for yesterday, because nobody wants to work there, right? It's assisted living and it's cleaning residents' apartments, which I'm fine with doing. They're hiring, it says part-time. It's like, well, it's full-time first and then it works into part-time. So which would be okay for a little bit. Like, I could just start full-time and start looking for a supplemental part-time job doing, like, where I can, because I'm sure there I have a uniform, right? But I don't mind cleaning. So part-time cleaning, it's, the pay is $13.50 an hour, which in some parts of our country is good. The only thing I can say is I'm grateful that my son is working as well, because 13.50, let's see. Let's do full time at 13.50 an hour, right? 13.50 times 40 equals times 4 equals times, they take out about 20%. 2160, is that right? Yeah, 2160 minus about 435. So that's 1725. Barely covers my bills. I have another job. That doesn't, I'm a couple hundred away right there. It's just, yeah, whatever. Okay. I guess, let's see, what's this? So I got up really early this morning, even though it was cloudy, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to get the full moon. I still wanted to go out and just get the rainy, kind of stormy, um, you know, dawn coming up. Realizing my ultimate life path. I am generating serenity. I turned myself down. So my interview today is at 2. Wait, have I been playing this video a lot? Yeah. I'm gonna do a reading and then play with my dogs, get some artwork done, clean up dog poop. Like I said, I have an interview today. I'm assuming that they said it's Monday through Friday. You have weekends off, and I'm gonna assume it's obviously days, right? Probably fucking 8 to 5, Monday through Friday shit again, right? Lisa's not behind a desk. And if it turns into part-time, then maybe I can get a part-time job somewhere where I can use my creativity. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna read. I'm getting sad. Job searching sucks. I hate it. The only places that are really giving me any time of day are places where nobody else wants to work. Although, with the fact that, like, my mind is kind of doing some weird shit these days, someplace like that is probably better for me, not being around. Like I am good with customer service and stuff like that. It's not them, it's the people I work with. I guess if I'm just cleaning, I can just keep my head down and do my thing, right? And if it's Monday through Friday, I can go to the ocean on the weekends. I mean, I can get some kind of a schedule down. Okay. Like I can barely hear this. I hope you can hear this. I can barely hear this, but I don't know if it's me or music. I mean, it looks like on my OBS it's okay, but I can't tell. So I'm just gonna that. Today is January 31st, 2022. Welcome to Anndd's Affirmations. Practicing if I worked there for 3 or 4 months, some of the locals will highway, and like I just kind of given up on fucking being who I am, right? It's like I don't. Okay, I am going to take this job, and I'm going to open my own fucking business. Fuck this. I'm so fucking. I know what I want. I want a wellness center. There's got to be more people around than just me that are in this mess, right? That feel lost. And, like, I mean, for me, right? I have lost, granted I have other self-harm issues. Those are not why I've lost weight, right? I have lost 50 pounds by changing my eating, which, okay, but by my exercise is just staying active, right? Like playing with my dogs and dancing, and I'm toning my arms by playing with hand kites, right? By doing things that are like super liberating and super freeing. And I think that a lot of people, like, that would be a draw to them, right? Because it's not structured, it's not organized, it's just, and like, just like with like these affirmations, right? Just like having a place where people can come and sit on their lunch break and just listen to positive words, right? Or just any time throughout the day, stop in just to hear positive words. If people don't think we need that, the problem is where I'm at. Like, this might do well in Portland, Oregon, but hi, Temperance. As soon as I start talking, she thinks it's time to go outside, and it's not. We were brought, and she just said, no, just say good morning. Just say good morning, me. You get up, you don't say good morning, me. Yeah, you get up, you don't say good morning, me. Good morning, you. Good morning, you. Yeah, good morning, you. Yes. You're a good girl. You're a cute girl. You hit yourself in the face with your tail. Her tail is just a freaking weapon. I know, I'll go outside and play with you guys. I'm recording my sessions out there with them. I don't know if anybody's watching, but I'm going to play music today. As long as it's 10 o'clock, I'll go out and play no music. So I've got 20 minutes. I've actually got longer than that. I have an interview at 2. That's what I'll have today. An interview at 2, right? I feel like maybe I should just take a job and just keep my head down for a while. The thing is that, like, all my life I've just been like, just do this a little bit longer, just do this a little bit longer, just a little bit longer, right? A little bit longer. I'm 57. I mean, it just hit me. I'm 57. Oh, it's just a little bit longer, right? And then, of course, I just realized now that I'm starting to acknowledge things that happen to me. Like, I'm acknowledging the fact of some stuff. You know, I know I talked about it yesterday, so I'm going to keep going on and on about it, but, you know, the fact that bosses have not been great to me, right? I've had some really, like, traumatic experiences with bosses. So, I think maybe just a job that I can do on autopilot is the way to go, right? I clean. I'm good. I'm good with people, so if the residents are there, I'm good to talk with people. I need to learn to speak more softly. I need to learn to keep more of myself, so this might be a place for me to do this, right? It's right up the street from my house, so it's like gas, pretty minimal. Like, I haven't had the interview yet, but I'm sure they'll hire me. Are you vaccinated? Yes, I'm vaccinated. I'm a booster. I am vaccinated, right? A lot of people in this area, I think, are resisting vaccines. Our hospital is in trouble, or at least, I don't know how bad of trouble, but it was saying yesterday that the nurses are just, I don't know, you know, it's, and half of our town walks around without masks. You know, so at least working there, I know I have to wear a mask, and I know everybody else has to wear a mask. The last place I went that was similar to this, like, I had to really be decked out here, and it was too hot. So I guess it depends on what I gonna have to wear, what the uniform is like and stuff. Fucking hate uniforms. That's okay though. It's only for a while. As I say again, it's only for a while. Alright, so if I do this, because I'm pretty sure they'll hire me. I shouldn't go in feeling that way though, because if they don't, well, I won't be devastated because someone will hire me, but it'll kind of smooth things out around here for a while. My son needs some stability. I've been really like a roller coaster and he's burnt out. So a little bit of stability would be good for both of us, And I'm tired of working. I'm tired of being out there. I guess if I can go and clean and then come home and focus on my art, stream every night, make a video every night, keep my head straight, right? Do this before bed instead of the stupid forensic files and all that other garbage I watch. That really does not put me in a good head frame, especially because a lot of, it's just stupid to be watching things that, like that, right? I mean, why am I watching forensic files, for fuck's sakes? Come on. Although I haven't been watching that for a while. What did I watch last night? Well, my TV is on, which probably doesn't help with tinnitus either. I should probably listen to my own damn videos when I'm sleeping, right? I need to make a sleep track. I think that's what I need to do. What an idea! My son told me to do it a long time ago, so I'm going to make a playlist just for sleeping. I will take the slower tempo ones and put them into sleep, and I'll listen to it when I sleep, right? It's my words to me, so I'm feeling better. I hope they offer me this job. I hope it's what I envisioned. Never is. It hasn't been. I worked in a place similar to this when I lived in Florida, though. It was called Points of America. Really, it was wealthy people that bought condos in, it's kind of probably the same thing as cleaning residence apartments, was what she said. So hopefully they can do tattoos, if they, I'm just tired of looking. So I'm just going to put my head down for a while and do what I need to do just to pay the bills. Try to get out of some credit card debt. I don't know if I can. I don't know. This is not what I visualized for myself, but I don't know. I don't know that I visualize working for anyone else. I kind of visualize it just being me, right? Like, I want to do this. I want to do this. Like, I am doing this. I am opening a wellness center in Case Bay, Oregon. I am researching this and I am doing this because we need it. Everybody needs it. We need it everywhere. People need places to go where they can just for a minute just have nothing but positivity surrounding them, right? Just to get away from all of the anger and the horn honking and the sirens and the, which means it can't be on a busy street. I probably shouldn't put it out there because I'm going to snap my idea that has money and can do it, right? And I'll be like, yeah, I put that on the internet on January 31st, 2022. And look at that, Beyonce took my idea. Not Beyonce, who would take it? They have to know me first, and they don't. So it looks like it's going to be a cloudy night tonight, but I don't care. I'm fucking, if they offer me this job, and it starts out full-time, and it's cleaning residence rooms, pretty sure, like I said, I'll have to wear a uniform. As long as they don't care that I smoke, I don't give a shit, right? I'm tired of looking, I'm tired of, I won't be an answering machine, so I'll be active. So that I can get out there and surf, right there. That's where I'm going. I'm going to surf that before I turn 60. So I got 3 years. Well, 2.5. Well, no, I'm 57. Not that long. It goes fast. This is about how it might look tonight when I go out there, because the tide's going to be going down, I think. What is the tide? Better look at the tide and make sure that it is down. I always get super confused by it. Okay, so this is tonight. So, see, it's going to be going down until 7. So I'm going to go out at some point and videotape. I'm going to put on my tutu. I don't give a shit. I'm so done caring, right? I mean, I'm 57. I have lived my whole life. My whole life. My whole life. Caring about what other people think, right? And I'm being something that I was not. Like, I didn't, like, I slept around a lot, right? And that is not who I am. I don't want that. I don't want just casual sex. I don't think I ever wanted casual sex. I had a lot of casual sex, but I don't think that's ever what I wanted, right? And that, like, for a long time, like, I would just go out and get drunk and look for someone, right? Anyone. And then I got sober, and now I've been sober 14 years, and been single, and I'm whatever. Someday I might meet somebody again. I am not, it's not something I don't know, I'm worried about whether or not our world's going to be okay for my child, right? I mean, I know he'll be fine, but as far as the world, he's not going to blow up in his lifetime, but not the world, but our people, we are blowing up, right? This is why I'm opening a wellness center. I am doing this. It's going to be called the Church of, well, it's not going to be called the Church of You, but it's the Church of You, right? Go in and worship yourself. Don't worship God. Don't worship your boss. Don't worship money. Don't worship, just worship you. You. You are your soul, your being, the beauty that you are, right? Just for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, right? I mean, what a difference that would make if we learned to love ourselves. Like, worship every part of you. The angry part, well, not worship, but accept even the angry parts of you. Understand that there's a reason why they're there. They're telling you something. Listen to them, right? Listen to them. What are the angry parts of you saying? Why are they angry? They're getting mad at this dog. You will not leave me alone. I'll go out in a while. I'm trying to settle my mind right now. Can you let me do this? Can you? Please let this job be what I envision. I just need a minute. I just need a minute, okay? To just breathe. Right? I mean, they're also hiring an activity instructor. If I had any kind of, I mean, I do have a little bit of experience. I did some stuff in Trio, but what are we at the retirement home going to make cards for other people at the retirement homes? I can work with them on this. Learning to love themselves. I mean, I wonder how many people at that age love themselves, right? Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm here to help people move on to their next journey with a positive soul. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's like I don't want to feel like when I finally find my purpose and that's done. I don't know. Like, I've been here for a long time, and I know that I'm a good soul, right? And I know that I have this potential to be so much more than I have been. Right, because I am. I know I'm not. And again, I don't mean, well, but okay, but see, that's the thing. My life has been my work, right? That has been what I have been. I have always worked. all my life, like over 40 hours a week. So that's all in the bed. And I just fuck. I know that there's more for me than that. Than waiting tables and then sitting behind a desk being an answering machine. Not that there's nothing wrong with those things, but I've done that. I've been that for a lot of my life, and there's something more that I'm supposed to do. Fuck. And I know this. What is it? Is this it? I keep thinking this is it, right? Because I know I'm supposed to share this, right? This joy that I have found within myself, this like self-love that I have found after all of these years, right? And I keep getting put in this fucking box, right? And how do you break out of that box? How do you like break out of that box? So I'm opening my own damn business. I'm gonna go to work at this job. The pay's not great, but I can focus, right, on myself. It'll be a set schedule for a while until it's full time for a while, until it turns to part time. Then I can focus on. I don't need to worry about that today. Hopefully, nobody there will try to molest me or try to talk down to me or try to make me feel like I am less than them. Um, I will not tolerate it. I will calmly. I am calm. I am peace. I am kindness. You know, the funny thing is throughout the whole pandemic, there was a sign up at this assisted living place that said part-time help needed, and I saw it all the time, right? And here I go again, believing in these signs, right? Like, was that my sign? Should I have done that? Is that where I need to be? Because I saw it and I thought of it the whole time. But then I also thought about the bakery the whole time and went into there, and it was the opposite of me, right? And I mean, I know these people are going to probably be the opposite of me. I believe that this is where wealthy people go to not have to deal with their homes and stuff like that. And that's cool, right? I can just, like, I can pretty much, I can walk, like, the last job that I blew to shit, like, I could have not done that. I am the type of person who can, like, I can get along with anybody, right? I know I can. I mean, I waited bar in a Republican state for most of my life. Waited bar, waitress and bartended, and I am not a Republican. I with Nor am I a Democrat. I'm neither. So I should say a political state. I lived in a political. It was where the legislature, like I worked where the legislature used to come and drink. As a matter of fact, I have a story about my nose stub, but I should write this down because I always forget when I go away. I start thinking, my mind is just, which again, this might be a good job for me, you know? Plus, I can probably pee whenever I need to. I wonder if I'm allowed to use the residents' bathrooms when I'm in there cleaning. I guess that would be a question, wouldn't it? since since if I'm drinking water, which I need. Okay, chasing daylight. So I'll put something else on. This one. I'm going to make a new video tonight. Like I said, I'm going to make myself go because the tide's going to be going down. And it looks like the sun's going to come out. So I'll get the sun setting. I'm going to take my hand kites and my tutu. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. I'm done. I'm done fucking caring. I guess I shouldn't talk to people because I say fuck every other word too. Um, yeah, well, you know, it's just a word. The end of this one, I got an otter. There was an otter swimming in there when I was there. I was writing, so I didn't see it. But when I was videotaping this, and this, in this part of the pool right here, the bottom part. I mean, there was an otter in there. I got him at the end of this, but I'm bummed that I didn't um, notice him. Pay attention, right? All right, I'll be back. Yeah, I was getting a little politicky because I was talking about my nose stud. I got my nose pierced back. Shit, it was way before it was popular, especially in Montana. But it was in my shit early 30s, right? And I'm 57, so I've had it for a long time, 20 years, over 20 years, right? But I remember when I first got it pierced, you had to wear a ring because it was just new, and so I had a ring, and I went to work, and I was waiting. It was a year there was the legislature was in town, and one of the guys I was waiting on him, and he was like, "Yeah, we do that to our pigs back home." And I was just like, yeah, and I'm your bartender, so you might want to treat me with some respect. And it shut him right up because if he wanted a decent drink, you know. But the thing is I am neither Republican nor Democrat. I think that they're all just a fucking mess, right? I think that it's bullshit that they're taking our money and living the way they are, while we're out here just struggling to, I worked 3 jobs, 2 and 3 jobs all of my life, and my teeth are crumbling in my mouth, which granted there are things that I did that caused this. I get that, right? But the thing is I still have worked my ass off all my life. I went back to school to make it better, right? So that I could get a job where I could get benefits, right? And still got treated like crap, okay? But I put up with it. I got braces for my son. His teeth are in good shape, right? His vision's great. His health is great, right? His mental health is a mess because I was never there because I should have never had kids. It's a long story. I tell him that. I'm like, I love you. I love you more than life itself, but I should have never had you. I am not, I suffered abuses all of my life. I should have not been a parent. I could not be affectionate with my child for fear because I was afraid. I don't know what I was afraid of. I don't believe that I would have done anything harmful to him. Well, clearly no, because that way, but like I didn't even start hugging my child until he was like 20, right? So I, because I was afraid, because of the abuses that I suffered from a 3 on, I'm gonna say, 3 or 4 on. So, and I'm pretty sure it was 3. I know being around him at 3, at that age, for me was the most difficult age to really even, like, I was drinking a lot. I brought somebody into our home when he was 4 that was abusive, right? And a lot of that was my fear, too. So, um, I should have never had a child. But the thing is shit is crumbling in our world. Our politicians, like, I did everything I was supposed to do. I got him. He's okay. I'm, like, I'm healthy in a lot of other ways that I have not been healthy before. Like, I can run and play, and I can do activities that I couldn't have done before, right? I would like to say in my 20s, but I don't even remember. God, I don't even, like, I was drinking. I drank all my life and I used drugs all my life. Illegal drugs, right? I tried to take antidepressants for a brief period of time. Did not like that at all. Got off of those. Quit cold turkey, which you're not supposed to do, but I did because I just did not like them. Um, I will never do that again. I am good with cannabis. I have a medical marijuana card, right? I think that it is taking me to a place. I think that, like, now that I've learned how to medicate myself, because I know how I feel, it took me, a couple years to figure out when to, how much, like, my dosage is, right? And I've got that figured out, so I'm in a really good place. It keeps me level. It keeps me more level. I mean, clearly, the thing about it is I'm still suffering from the traumas, right? And I think that, um, like, being like, I've never had a chance to remember them. I've never been able to stop and say, okay, this is how you feel. Like, I've always felt like I was just useless slut, right? So, yay! I don't think I've ever, I am not a useless slut, right? And that's always what I felt like I was, right? And I mean, I was used for that, from, as soon as I got raped behind the school at 12, um, till I finally now, in sobriety, right, and able to reflect because I've been sober for a long time, but I was busy raising a child, um, paying the bills, working two jobs so that I wanted to do it so that he wouldn't feel neglected, but he did feel neglected because I wasn't there as a parent for him. Um, but I had to, like, I needed to have a house for him and money, right? I needed, like, I bought him a house and I took him places, but I wasn't there physically because I was working, right? And my mind, I was like, I did not know these things. Like, I knew that I was angry and I knew that I was hurt and I knew that I couldn't love him the way, like, I couldn't show him affection, ever. I knew that I was angry and I knew that there was something inside of me that was, if I, like, I need to, like, I'm surprised I've never gotten cancer and I'm grateful. Thank you, Lord. Don't give me cancer now. Universe, Gaia, Buddha. Let's see who else is out there. There's a bunch of them, all of you. All of you collectively. Don't give me cancer. I do not need another thing on my plate right now. I really, really don't. So that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I think that if you have anger inside of you like that, it's going to eat you from the inside out, right? And that's my bulimia, right? I mean, I need to get some shit in, like, control, or, like, I've already ruined my ear, right? My ear is already shot, because of the abuses that I allowed myself to suffer, right? My teeth are already shot, right? My vision, and God, again, Gaia, Buddha, the heavens, the universe, energies. Thank me, thank whoever, thank them all, thank everything. I am thankful that I have, that somebody gifted me, um, enough that my son and I can go get our eyes checked and get a new prescription, right? And get new glasses. So, I am super grateful for that. You know, and I need to remember that. Like, that's something I got from this last job. I think that more than anything, I was mad at myself for blowing it. I mean, yeah, they did this, they did that, what, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. They are always going to do something right? Whoever they are, whoever they are, they're always going to do something, right? So I, from this moment forward, right, I am responsible. I am responsible for my actions as well as my reaction. And I am accepting who I am. And I am accepting that I am not a useless slut. uh, that word. You know, and it's funny because I was like, not a slut. I don't mean that. Or was I ever? I love that where that peace sign is in this. What video is this? I need to mark this because Music Auto Rooster. This is one of my favorite videos. I don't even know how I did that. It just happened. Get this over here. Anyway, see, I know that other people can do this stuff too. I know that I'm not like, but not everybody has the passion to do something like this, right? Like other people's passions are cars or plants and flowers, and right, mine is art. Like mine is drawing and sculpting. I don't even know, this is actually not one of my better pieces, but I'll show it anyway. Hold on. So when we first moved here, I wanted to sculpt, and all I had was paper mache. So I sculpted this lady out of paper mache, and it's really not all that good. My here, I'm gonna. I mean, it's not bad. It's paper mache, right? And yeah, I had it arching, and it goes against the wall, right? But anyway, I would like to do one better now that I'm getting better at paper mache. But I'm doing a turtle right now. Again, I'm not saying not everybody can do that. I just know that, see, I could be an activities director if they wanted to do artwork. Just take it slow, Dauneen. You're going in for an interview for housekeeping. I can ask about that activities director position. I mean, I don't know. That would be cool. Being an activities director at a. But activities. Today we are just going to listen to affirmations and play with hand kites. Actually, we're going to build our own hand kites, right? Could they play with matches? That's a joke. Should I play with matches? Anyway, where was I? They. There's always going to be them, right? You know, how could there be them if I believe that we are all one? I do. That's the thing. I don't. Like, I wish more people would just acknowledge that I can do something to. I can say something kind to one person today, right? And that one person will feel better. And that will affect that person and another person, right? Or I could be a dick if I wanted, right? And I could affect that person. And that person, it could be their straw. That could be their straw, right? So when you don't know what the person's straw is and you just don't give a shit, that's the thing that gets me. I think that, and I said that at the college. Oh, I also made the mistake of saying that I understood school shooters. So I think that they thought that I was going to go in and shoot them up or something. And it's like, no, I would never do that. I can't say that I haven't visualized shooting frickin' people with airball guns just to be a dick because they're pissing me off. But I would never do that, right? I think that, like, I would not do that. That is just not, I'm not built that way. I have darkness and I have light, right? And we all do. I guess there are people out there that never thought of suicide. I don't know who they are, and I think that's great that there are still people like that out there. I don't know who they are, right? I can't fathom that people in their lifetimes have not once thought about just saying fuck it and walking off this planet, right? Um, I mean, I think about it, but I wouldn't do that. I still, some days, it's like, I'm like, really? You're 57 and you still think there's a shot? Oh, crap. Yep, haven't given up hope yet. So, I still think there's a shot. I don't know. It's okay. It's all gonna be okay, right? Like, oh, well, I am such a dork. I have a clock right here on the. What happened? It just changed. There was a clock and on the bottom of my YouTube, like, what is this? It's the studio. I don't have that very. I don't want to really watch the studio, but there's a clock on the bottom of that, which I never noticed clearly because. But it just changed, so I don't know what it is. The only reason why I keep an eye on my YouTube, because I don't really watch the chat and stuff, except for to get rid of the porn shit that pops in. Like if I don't constantly make it go away, when I go back, my whole chat will be filled with porn, and it's really annoying. It's frustrating to me. I get it. I have nothing wrong with um, prostitution. I think it should be totally legal. I have nothing wrong with just fans, right? I have nothing wrong with stripping. Well, because I've done all those things. And so it's a good thing. I don't think there's in not to the level like I didn't do just fans like it is now. I just one person in particular I sent videos, right? And I exchanged videos and he sent me money, right? That's how that worked. I mean, he and I went and visited him and stuff, and there was a point when I was bugging him for an engagement ring, which he never would have gotten me. I was bugging him for a boob job because I was overweight, but he liked my boobs, and I don't know, it was stupid. Anyway, but so I've done that shit, right? Like I said, I was a stripper for a couple years. God, I got trashed all the time. One time I was super I was bombed and I was cleaning the mirror. We had the stage, so the way it was there was like a stage at the same level as the bar, right? So you dance on your stage fully dressed, and then you go down the bar with your underwear on or your bottoms, but you take your top off, and then you go back and dance on the stage totally naked, right? Was how it worked. And I was cleaning the mirror on the stage, and I went to back up, and I just stepped straight down, and one foot stayed on the stage, and the other foot hit the ground, and I scratched the shit out of my side on the side of the bar. I had a big long scratch right here. Um, yeah, there was this woman. God, what was her name? I can't remember, but she could grab it. Like she jumped up to the. We had a pole, like that was. We usually just worked at the front, but if it ever got busy, there was a place where you could pole dance, but it never got that busy there. It was kind of a dive. But anyway, there was a pole, and so this girl came in. I don't know. She wasn't there for very long because she was good. She like jumped up on the pole with her thighs, and could hang off of it and stuff. And I'm like, whoa, dude. Okay, so I tried it thinking that it was easy, and I freaking burnt the insides of my thighs on the pole. I slid down. It was, yeah. I had like freaking burns on the insides of my thighs. It sucked, but that was crazy. That was so crazy. But and like I said, I drank all my life until 14 years ago, all the time. Like I was rarely ever sober for my life. I think there's a lot of people like that out there. I'm grateful to say that I quit drinking. My son, again, I should have never been a parent, but he saved my life, probably. Um, and then I brought him into this mess of our world and of my mind, and I'm trying to make it better, right? Like I want to open a wellness center for him, right? Because I want him to see that it's not all fucking bad, because he sees Russia and he sees Trump and he sees Biden, right? And he sees, I saw a rally the other day. Oh my God. I watched part of it this morning where Trump is like he's calling out our country. He's calling our country out, right? And he's calling him out for the biggest protest ever, right? And I'm like, as soon as that man got voted into office, I told my son that he was going to start a civil war. Right? I'm like, he's gonna upend our country like no other. Like I saw this happening, right? Um, because it's funny because I had never even watched the news. I never watched the news because I knew that if I started watching the news, that kind of I knew that there's nothing I can do to control all of this, right? And I knew that it would bother me because I know the kind of person I am, right? And so I watched the very first. It was the debate between Donald Trump and I was looking at my clock to see what time it was, so I got distracted for a minute. I know I've got time. I have an interview at 2. I need to take my dogs out before that, right? Okay, so focus. Anyway, so I watched the first debate between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, and in that moment, I was like, holy shit! I watched the news from that point forward, up until um, well, when up until well, for starters, I can't really afford TV right now, that kind of TV. So I quit doing it. I guess it's been about 8 months, 9 months, because I needed to quit watching it. It just makes me mad, right? There's nothing I can do about this because I thought that when Biden got into office that it was going to be better, right? Well, that's not true. He just doesn't. He just. I mean, at least with Trump, he announces what he's going to do. We fucking know it way in advance. With Biden, he is doing this, and all of it. I don't even know. Like, I just, Nancy Pelosi and her stocks, Mitch McConnell and his bourbon, it's just, it's gross. All of it is gross. And I hate all of it. And it makes me really, really angry. And it's like, what can I do to make this better? So that, and I mean, this is gonna sound really fucking bad, and please God, I hope nobody is offended by this. God, Buddha, whoever, all of you. Um, thank God we're white. Fuck, I can't even imagine if I was a brown person right now. Jesus, right? I mean, what the fuck is wrong with our country? What the fuck is wrong with our world when it is okay to treat people like they're less than? When all of us are the same when it comes to you unzip my skin, buddy. I got the same parts that are going to fall out of me as you, another woman, right? Although that doesn't mean shit either because I don't understand how people don't get science, right? I mean, things go wrong, things evolve, things change. We see things evolving all the time. The same people that are more than happy to use a cell phone don't want other people to have the same rights as them, right? So you can evolve enough to use a cell phone, but you can't evolve enough to understand that everybody is equal, that there is such thing as equality, that it is not. I mean, I can't wrap my mind around people like that, right? And it's like we're surrounded with them. So I need to feel and I see the division happening in front of my eyes, right? It's a visual thing now because there's masks and there's no masks. So you can see it, you can see this divide. We're watching it. We're watching it happen. And uh, people are not acknowledging this, right? And it's at least not uh, I don't know. I don't talk to people. I have nobody. So it doesn't, and even when I do, I just don't know. It's, I'm watching this divide and I want to find a place where people are like me. And the only way that I can do that is to build it, right? So how do I do this? How do I build this? How do I build? I mean, it's not like I'm the only one out there trying to get people to love themselves. The only thing I can say about this is I'm going to tell you, it doesn't fix in 21 days. It's not about just listening to my voice for 21 days and it's going to make it all fucking better. That does not make it better. You have to look inside of yourself and see what's missing or what's broken or what you are uncomfortable with, that does not allow you to love who you are, right? That's it. There's something inside of, like in me, there was this, you are a useless slut. You are a useless slut. That was what my belief about myself all of my life. All of my life, right? You are a useless slut. You will never be better than this, right? And so I refuse now, after fighting this fucking long and this fucking hard to get to this point, to continue to believe that, right? Because I have done so much and come so far, you know. And the thing about it is when things happen, like what happened, okay, I need to go pee, and then I'm going to continue to talk, and hopefully I don't get lost. I'm talking about, let me try to finish this thought. When things happen like they happened at my last job, all of that stuff outside, all of them, they reminded me of things that made me feel like I was a useless slut. And there's something inside of me fighting that, because I know better, right? It's like, you do not put yourself in a situation where you are going to feel that way. That said, that was internal, as somebody said to me, and that is true. But the situation itself was so unhealthy. So it doesn't even matter any way you look at it, right? I'm hoping that this situation I'm walking into, I mean, if I can just clean, I doubt I'm allowed to listen to music, but that's okay. You know, I doubt I'll be able to write stuff down for what I'm thinking, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to use the time. I want to start writing more. I want to start talking more. I want to start getting it out more. I want to learn to, I want to teach. I don't want to, I mean, I'm learning as well, but I'm learning a lot, right? I mean, the pain is getting less. The pain is getting less. See, that's the thing. I need to work through the pain before I put myself back out there. I just can't. I can't. It's not healthy for me to go back out there, because my mind, as long as, please let me get supervisors that treat me with respect. That's all I ask right now. And a decent wage would be cool. I mean, I would like to get the $13.50 that they're offering, because I deserve it. I'm worth it. At least. Alright, well, maybe the review is just from someone who didn't like to work, right? Alright, I'm going to go away for a minute. I'm going to come back for a minute. It's getting sunny. As soon as I get up, the dogs are going to be like, oh, are we going out now? My stupid, how do I make this stop? The red line. It's still there. How does that stop? What is happening? Stop. There we go. Okay. I was actually listening to myself sing yesterday. Oh, that's what I'll do. I'm in it. I mean, obviously, I could not go. I couldn't go on, like, I'm not horrible, not great, and I could definitely not go on, America's Got Talent or anything like that, but this, talking, like, doing these affirmations and learning about my breathing, Jesus, when I keep saying I have to go to the bathroom and then I start talking, but when I, first quit working at the college, like, it started at the Department of Corrections, actually, and it started before that. Like, I couldn't breathe. Like, I couldn't, you know how you take that deep breath and catch it right there at the end? Like, I couldn't do that when I wanted to, right? Like right now I can do that, right? And I couldn't do that for almost, probably close to 5-7 years. Um, and it freaked me out, right? And so I went to the doctor here. When I got on, like, Medicaid here, they had the preventative, and I went to the doctor, and she, under my age too, she ordered me, like, they ordered a scan, and I guess I'm fine. right? Because I smoked for a lot of years. So, but she did give me an inhaler that I used for a while. But I understand now that that is not what was wrong with me. I did not need an inhaler. I needed to learn to breathe again. And I'm sure it started, okay, I'm gonna do breathing at the Overland Express because I gotta pee. I'll be back. I'm freezing. Where's my, hold on. Oh, it's been on the heater. It's warm. Yay. Wait, which way do I put it? Oh my gosh, this is warm. It's been sitting on the heater. No wonder why this room is freezing. Anyway, I bought this thing. I need to put a button or something on it. I don't like that it ties. My dogs think I'm gonna go out again. It's only 10:30. We got a little bit of time. I take them out. Oh, what's today? Oh, today's Monday. Yeah, okay. I love this video. Oh, we're getting to the end to where the otter is, I think. What was that? Oh, the Overland Express and breathing. Whoops. I accidentally dialed them. I got to charge my phones for tonight, figure out which phone I'm going to take. The Overland Express and breathing. Oh, here's the otter. I'm sorry. I'll talk about it in a minute. We have to watch otter. This is fun. You see them in there swimming? This is so cool. I love this. It makes me really happy. This is why. This is why, right? Look at him. I didn't know they were endangered around here. See him swimming. That is so cool. Makes me so happy. The music is Scott Buckley too. And look, there's a bird too in there. Isn't that just fucking, that's why, right? Had I stayed in Montana, I never would have been able to do that. I never would have done that. I never would have been sitting there. Unfortunately, I didn't realize this was going on right in front of me because I was writing. I'm just glad I caught it on my camera. Of course, had I seen it, I might have scared him off, so... Wish I had gotten a better shot. It's gonna... he runs across right by where the bird is, like a little bit over. He runs across these rocks. But I don't know if that's right now or... Oh, oh, there he is. In the shadows. Are there two? See, that's the thing. No, he just swam under. He went way over. There he is again. This is so... There he goes running across the rocks. Bye. So also on the end of this video, for a while up at Cape Aargo, I think is how you pronounce it, there was a rooster. Him. There was two. And then what happened was all of a sudden I went back and there was only one. And he crowed all the time. And then I Googled it and I found out that roosters will crow if they are looking for their rooster friends. So then
Good morning, rooster. Will you come to me?
I felt
you
bad.
Let me get close to you. I'm sorry you got left here, buddy. You're pretty, though. Alright, I'm gonna put on my sweatshirt and go tape and write my morning pages. He's not screaming this morning, so that's cool. Maybe he's given up. Maybe he knows his bud's not coming back. Alright. Bye. And there he goes. I was so wrong. Is he gonna do it again? I can't.
Isn't that just a pathetic little peep? Poor thing. I don't know if they caught him.
Oh, or, I feel so sorry for him.
Or if he got eaten.
It's heartbreaking to me. People are mean. See, he just walks around the park, eating and crowing and looking for his bud. I'm sorry, rooster.
Poor rooster.
Yeah, one time I accidentally played him back to himself on accident. Oh my gosh, he thought he heard his friend. It made me really sad. Anyway, bye, rooster.
Yeah, one time I was videotaping him on my phone and I played it back, and when he heard the crowing, he turned and looks and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I felt bad because I know how it feels to be left behind. I have been freaking, and again, not feeling sorry for myself. I'm not saying all these things and getting all of this out of me because I feel sorry for myself. I'm doing it because I've been pissed off all of my life. And I have known these things have happened, like the things like being left in the country. Like literally there was at least 5. I think I told my son 12. I don't know. There was a bunch of cars. Like we were on this dirt road out in the country off of the freeway. So it was like off of a frontage road type thing, right? And there was a bunch of us out drinking, partying. And it was before I moved out. So between the ages of 12 and 15. Maybe. I might have been actually living on my own at that time. So I might have been a little bit older because I think I might have walked home to my apartment. But I got left out in the country and a line of cars drove by me when I was walking on this dirt road and not one. I thought for sure that there was a guy named Bryce Anderson. and I liked him, but I was the town pump, so he couldn't, whatever. But anyway, and it doesn't fucking matter. It was a long time ago. But I thought for sure that he would stop. I remember feeling that, like, well, Bryce will stop, right? And I remember watching his. He had like this Bronco. I think it was it green and white or orange and white. I can't remember, but he had a Bronco. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I remember him driving by, and I remember my heart just dropping because he didn't stop, right? And I think, yeah, like I know we all get picked on as children and we need to get over it, right? I get that. And I get that I'm 57 and now I'm just acknowledging these things is what it is. The thing is though, is I think because of the fact that I started drinking at that age and I never stopped, right? I got like what happened to me, I lost my virginity and it was rape when I was 12. I think I emotionally stopped right then. Well, and even before that because of the things that happened to me when I was younger with my family, right? But I think that really when that happened to me at that age, um and I didn't have parents. I didn't really have anybody, right? I didn't have a sibling. My best friend blamed it on me, so I didn't have her. um Right? I mean, it, and again, I know that I'm not the only one that's been through this, so this is kind of why I'm talking like this because that's how as a society like we I needed to start some music have been going along like it's okay, that's just what it was, or it is what it is, or let's acknowledge it, but it's okay that it's still happening because it's just the way it's been. I mean, it's just the same thing with our stupid fucking politicians that we've got in office, like that say that they're going to do things and they don't, and we do nothing to change it. Bernie said the other day, I think it was Bernie Sanders, someone, don't let your bosses treat you like this. Stand up. How do we stand up? How do we do that? Right? I stand up, even though I lost my temper. I didn't stand up in the way I probably should have. I got that. But how do we stand up? How do I do that, dude? How do I stand up? You tell me. I have bills to pay. My teeth are fucking falling out of my head because I don't want to put up with that kind of shit to get fucking insurance, right? So you tell me how I stand up to this. What do I do? Right? This is why I started doing these. It's like the only thing I know to do is put positivity into the universe, right? And so now I feel better about myself, but where do I go from here? How do I make it better for my child? How do I make it better for me? How do I make it so that tomorrow I can wake up and not want to fucking die because I can't pay the fucking bills again? You know? Fuck. By standing up? Is that how we do it? Tell me how we do that. How do we stand up against Nancy Pelosi, Donald Trump, fucking Joe Biden? You tell me, Bernie, how do I do that? How do I stand up against the pedophiles and the fucking rapists and the fucking women that think it's okay to take advantage of you because their man beats them at home, right? How do you stand up against that and still pay your bills and get teeth that are functional? I have no well, I have some back teeth. Let me phrase that. I think I got 3 or 4 back here. That's it. Nothing on the bottom. I got one up here that's broke. I got a wisdom tooth on this side. That's it on the bottom, right? And you know what? I quit waiting tables and I went back to school and I got $50,000 in debt. $50,000 in debt, Mr. Biden, so that I could get my teeth fixed, so that I could get a job with benefits. You know what happened? My first job out of the gate offered me $12.50. I was $50,000 in debt. I was raising a child on my own, right? $12.50. No, not even 50 cents, $12. And because of the fact that this is a job where you get benefits, it's down to about $9 or $10, right? And I was raising a child. So I took that job. I got a better job. I only worked it for 2 weeks. I got a better job, right? That was 16 something an hour, but all the benefits out of that takes you down to about 12 or 13. So I still had to work 2 jobs. And that was so that I could get my son's teeth fixed, so that I could pay for braces for my son. so that I could get good vision for my son, because I couldn't afford both of us working two jobs, $50,000 in debt for student loans. Now that's me, only 50,000. Look at all these other people out there, right? How do we fight against that? Someone tell me how to do that. I have been working two and three jobs all my life. I'm 57 years old. How do I fight against that? I've been doing these positive affirmations, so now I love myself enough to know that I fucking, yeah, right, do deserve better, right? Before I thought I was a useless slut, so I didn't think I deserved better, but now I know better because I know I'm not, right? So, but boy, you'd sure like to keep us down believing that, wouldn't you? Biden and Trump and all of you, well, not all of you, some of you do not do that, but the majority of you, even the Pelosi's of the world, want to keep us down like that. The women, too. The women are just as bad, right? It isn't, again, this is not gender specific. This is not race specific. This is not age specific. This is power specific. Who can have the most power? And it starts from the top and works all the way down to the little itty bitty guy who thinks that they're a useless whatever. Useless. Who has been made to think that they're useless. And who society, because of the way that we are formed at this point in time, wants to keep you believing that, because otherwise Bezos couldn't go to space. Nancy Pelosi couldn't put her money in stocks, right? Tell me, Bernie, how do I fix that? Tell me. What do I do? Tell me. Because I fucking don't know anymore. And I've got a 21-year-old who is hopeless right now, who doesn't want to get up tomorrow, who doesn't want to keep breathing, but he does, because something inside of him still believes that there is something better out there, right? What the fuck is it? You tell me. Tell me where it's at. Because I have been fighting for all of his life, at least, if not all of mine, right? I've been fighting all of mine, but I've been sober all of his. Well, for 14 years of it. And I've been fighting and fighting and fighting and working the jobs and went to school and got my bachelor's degree and worked and worked and worked and worked and kept my head down and did my job, right? Only to be just piled on more, right? And piled on, and still working two and three jobs. I mean, it's just, tell me where to go. Tell me how we do this. How do we do this for our fucking future? Because I read Reddit. There's boomers. I think I'm borderline, would be referred to as a boomer. We are fucking clueless. The only, thank God I had a child later in life so that I actually can see through the view of somebody his age. I see his friends. I see the people he's talking to. I hear what goes on with the people that are just a little older than him but younger than me, right? That are lost and wandering and having kids and kids and kids and kids, and don't should have no business having children at all. I mean, my son will not have children, I don't think. Not unless, I do not know. Not unless somehow things change, right? I mean, I just, I don't. Affirmations, baby. Look at the rainbow, right? I mean, that beauty is why, but they're trying to take that away from us too, right? I mean, I see garbage on my beach. Every fucking day I see garbage on that beach. Cigarette butts, dog shit, right? I'm just like, plastic bags, plastic bags. Does anyone know what happens to plastic bags on the beach that get washed out into the ocean? Or do you care? It doesn't matter, right? I mean, I, I, and I'm grateful for the people that walk on that beach and clean it up, because there are a lot of them my age, right? And I think that they are wonderful. I showed a video of one of them earlier. At least I believe that that's what they do. I know I've seen people go along there and clean it up. Me, I shoot videos and rage about the injustice of it all, because frankly, if I had the time to go and walk along the beach, I would and clean up the garbage, but I still haven't cleaned up my dog poop for 3 days. Not that anybody needs that visualization. But that's the thing. I mean, I've worked, again, two and three jobs all my life. I've raised a child. I did a good job. He feels a little hopeless right now. Part of that is my mental illness, which again, if they offer me this job and it starts out at full time and works into part time, or I can do something else part time in the, I don't know. I just need to stop for a minute, right? 1350 is not great, but I think I can make it work. Get some art done, get it out there, get this turtle done, try to get it sold. My tinnitus is bad right now. That's another thing, at least maybe there won't be. I mean, there's elderly people in this place, so maybe it'll be more quiet, so I won't have to worry about my tinnitus, right? And then I can apply for the library too and not worry about the fact that the library job doesn't close for a couple more days. Okay, breathe, think it through. You are safe. I am safe. I am opening a wellness center. I'm doing this. There's got to be a way. I'm a single, white, elderly. Sorry about the white part. That sucked. I did not mean to say that. That. I mean, it fucking. Does it make a difference? I don't know. If it does, I'm fucking sorry. I kind of don't feel like it because I've been dished on my whole life, but I don't know if it would have been worse if I was a dark complected person because I'm not, right? So I'm not gonna. I wish that I wouldn't even have brought that part into it because it's not fair. It's not fair that our world is not fair. It's and the way that I was raised where, like, I remember when I was younger, just I remember people saying, if you can't speak English, go back to your own country, right? And I didn't think anything of that when I was younger, right? Because that's what they said. Older, it's appalling to me that people would say that. Shut up, fuck you. This is fuck you. You know, I just think that's bullshit. And there was anyway. It doesn't matter what I think, but so I'm sorry I said that, but like I'm disabled. I've got CPTSD, right? Post traumatic. I have got sensory hearing loss. I've got tinnitus and my age. So I wonder if I could get a loan. Like if I research this, there's got to be. I'm doing this. Fuck it. I'm gonna find a way and do this. I visualize it. I've even seen the place where, like, if I can find out what the rent is. My son thinks it's nuts. He doesn't think it'll work. I think he's wrong. I think it will work. I mean, I've got a TV. I could just dance. I don't know. I don't know, you know? I only know I don't want to keep working for people who don't appreciate, or let me rephrase that. I don't want to keep doing things where I can't be creative. So my stuff keeps freezing. I don't know if it looks like it's just freezing on my OBS. So it's freezing on. Oh, it's not freezing on YouTube. This is a beautiful video. I have gotten some really pretty videos. I wonder how it's going to be today. It's a little bit cloudy, but I think this is in the morning. I guess I'll find out. Alright, I'm going to do a read, then I gotta go play with my dogs. I have a job interview at 2. Yay. Whatever. Hopefully I'll get, I don't know, we'll see. I'm tired of job interviews too. Thankfully it's right up the street. So today is January 31st, 2022. Welcome to my reading of I Am. Darkness and light, baby. This is the light. this moment, I am judging nothing. I am breathing deeply. I am inhaling the present, and I am exhaling the past. I am allowing myself to just be, to move through my life trusting, no anxiety, no anger, and no fear. I am butterfly wing. In this moment, and from this moment forward, I am choosing to leave positive energy in my wake, as I am the leading light of my life, and I am illumination. I am holding myself tall, knowing that I am worthy of respect, that I am more than worthy, that I am more than valuable, and that I am more than enough. I am a shining light in the dark corners of my mind, knowing that illumination is contributing to my growth. I am blooming from the light. I am patient. I am kind. I am compassionate. I am open-minded. I am moving forward with a confident peace in my soul, and I am reacting in a calm and peaceful manner. I am serenity. I am calm. I visualize, therefore I am. I visualize, therefore I am. I visualize, therefore I am. I am a successful artist. My creativity and talents are generating more than enough income to live a more than comfortable life. My creativity and talents are generating more than enough income to live a more than comfortable life and to assist others, to be a benefit to the universe, to add value and worth, to pump positivity into the universe, baby. I believe. I am allowing myself to keep lit inside of me the hope that has stayed there for so, that was bad. I am allowing myself to keep lit inside of me the fire that has stayed lit through all of the adversity, all of the growth, and all of the pain. I am allowing myself to believe. Stumble, fall, get back up, keep moving, baby. Make the stumble a part of your dance. I am allowing myself to dance freely, to sing at the top of my lungs, and to speak my truth calmly, clearly, and concise. I am releasing old beliefs and patterns as they no longer serve a purpose. In this moment, I know who I am. I am an amazing, talented, and successful soul, and I am moving through each day on butterfly wings. I am leaving a positive current in my wake, as I am light. I am illumination, and I am all colors. I am breathing deeply. I am inhaling. I am breathing deeply. I am relaxed. I am relaxed. Relax your shoulders. Relax. Know who you are. Know, know, know you are enough. You are more than enough. You are amazing. Know how amazing you truly are and move forward with that truth. Do not allow anybody to ever take that from you again, ever. Know who you are. Shoulders relaxed, head high, mind's eye open. I am radiating positivity, gratitude, and kindness into the universe. I am grateful. I am patient. I am grounded. And I am kind. I hold my hands to my heart and feel the warmth and the life force that generate inside of me. I am radiating positivity, gratitude, and kindness into the universe. In this moment, I am truly grateful for everything. I am grateful for all of the darkness. I am grateful for all of the light. And I am grateful for my ability to embrace both, to continue to grow, and to continue to know that I am peace. And I am so grateful for you, beautiful soul. So thank you for joining me on this journey. This is quite a ride. I don't know. I will be streaming again at another, maybe later after my interview, depending on how it goes. So, yeah. Right now I'm going to edit a little bit and then go play with my doggo. So thanks for joining me and peace out, beautiful soul.